This is my review for the second episode of Ultra Q. What is amusing is that while the first episode featured a repurposed Godzilla suit, this episode features a repurposed King Kong suit. The title for this episode is Goro and Goro. It's like this. Goro is spelled G-O-R-O and Goro is spelled G-O-R-O-H. The Goro, without the H, is a simpleton who spends his days playing with monkeys. The Goro, with the H, is a monkey, a giant monkey. Quite an endearing beast it is. Goro, the monkey, seems content playing in the mountains and drinking milk. The cries it lets out are heart-melting. Trust me, watch this episode and you will want a pet Goro for yourself. As the story unfolds, we find out the young simpleton, Goro, without the H, was practically raised by monkeys because he lost his parents at a very young age. So, naturally, Goro the human has been caring for Goro the giant monkey by bringing it fruit and milk. The uncanny story is then published for the world to see. All is not well, however, when an angry mob of farmers lay the smacketh down on Goro's candy ass. Look, son, caring for your giant monkey friend is commendable, but you've been stealing from the agriculturalists, which is why they want to string you up by your testicles. The one farmer claims the mandarin fields have been completely destroyed by Goro's thieving, and to make matters worse, the simpleton picked all of the sweet potatoes. All of them! Farmers work hard, damn it! People of the soil. Good people, solid people, but mess with their crops, and you'll know what it means to be taken to the woodshed. Perhaps the simpleton did not realize what he had done wrong, seeing as how monkeys were his role models growing up. But he did break the law. Police arrive and he is taken into custody. So the question of how an ordinary monkey grew to be a giant is explained. Aoba nuts. That's right. The monkey ate too many Aoba nuts, and its thyroid went wacky. What is an Aoba nut? Hell if I know. You Google Aoba nut and, the information that comes up is some anime where a guy's name happens to be Aoba. I don't know. Anyway, according to the show, an Aoba nut is a special walnut that soldiers ate during World War II. It kept the men mighty and strong. I'm watching a science fiction program from 1966. It's not so far-fetched that the nut is simply a made-up plot device. I think I can accept that. At this point in the show, it is revealed that another giant monkey lives on a tropical island. It is speculated that there could be a connection between the island monkey and Goro. Speaking of Goro, that big lovable lug, he's causing a bit of a panic. Without his thieving simpleton pal to feed him, his tummy is rumbling. So, naturally, Goro, the giant monkey, comes to town in hopes of finding some grub. The police begin to open fire on the giant monkey because that's what they do best when it comes to animals and people's pets, so Goro responds violently. Now, of course, the authorities are just itching to harambe the poor confused beast, but someone with at least half a brain decides to knock Goro out and take him to the tropical island where the other giant monkey lives. But first, in order to get Goro to cooperate, the other Goro is released from prison and used as a brainless pawn. That's right, the dimwit merely wishes to present his giant monkey friend with some milk to curb that appetite. Neither Goro is aware, they're being tricked, okay? The milk is mixed with sleeping medicine. Goro has himself a drink and falls unconscious. And Goro, the simple-minded human, he's clueless. He doesn't know what's going on. So he cries out as the episode comes to a close. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. A fun little episode here. No giant monster battle or all-out destruction, but a bit of drama as you worry about the fate of the giant monkey. Okay, I will say this. Goro's a little annoying, okay? But if a guy's willing to dedicate so much of his time and energy looking after a giant monkey, he's ultimately A-OK in my book of judgment. It was somewhat amusing watching an angry mob of Japanese farmers rough the dingbat up, though. I shouldn't laugh, but that was funny. That was pretty funny.